Yo, good evening to the people. I decided to go live. Hold on, let me drop these headphones. No, they cool. We gonna rock with it. I just decided to go live, let the notification go out some. We gonna take a look at a few things tonight, man. It's a little late night. So I'm gonna go live and talk to the people, touch the people. I got a little time here to myself today. I've been catching up on some content. What up? What up? Come in, pilot. I'm gonna be going over some paperwork, man. I wanted to take a look at the Lord Dre 051 Melly paperwork in a little minute, man. I'm gonna go ahead and take a dab in a second. Yep, y'all come on in as you come in. Hit the like button, man. We just gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about some things, see what's going on. I know y'all saw all the drama going on. Man, in these YouTube streets, a lot of drama going on. I know y'all seen it. But we're gonna take a look at some of the paperwork, man. I can pull up the Lord Dre 051 Melly. We're gonna go through that. Yo, what up, man? Mr. CT always coming through. Shout out to you. Shout out to NC, of course. She's always somewhere around, shout out to you, Mr. CT, for joining tonight, man. We gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Go ahead and get my situation. All right. We getting there now. We getting live. We live. We live. All right. I'm back. Ready to go. All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody joining tonight. All right. So yeah. No, I know y'all saw everything going on today, man, and all the drama. Well, I wanted to go ahead and pull up some cases. Let's look at some of these cases, man. Y'all let me know what's going on. Also, while I'm doing that, let me pull up what I got really quick. I had it pulled up a minute ago. All right, here we go. I think I got it. Share screen. Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, I wanted to take a look, just breeze through some of this paperwork, man. I appreciate everybody that's able to join tonight. Appreciate y'all. It is a late night, so I appreciate it. You know, it's not too often I do this, man. But I just wanted to talk about some of this stuff, man. We got, if y'all want to talk about what's going on today with the C HUD situation and Trenches News, feel free to comment about it. You can comment about it or whatever you want to do. We can talk about that. Free topics, but to keep the live going, I wanted to pull up some paperwork so we could take a look at in the meantime, in between time, man. Yo, salute, man. Good dudes from Indiana, man. There's some good dudes out there. Some good dudes out there. It's just beef, man. It's a lot going on, man. Yeah. YouTube streets, man. I had to learn about these YouTube streets, man. It gets a little crazy, man. It gets crazy out there. But I definitely wanted to make this a space where we could come through, chat about some stuff, whatever was on people's mind. Tonight, man, I'm just taking a look at the Lord Dre 051 Melly. I was going to take a look at the what was that? The jail conversation. I wanted to just go back over briefly for a minute and take a look at some of that. I haven't looked at that in a while, so I figured since I'm up with insomnia and all this mess, it's not that late though. Yeah, yeah, they are. I'm learning, I'm learning, you know, trying to stay out of the mess though, try to stay me and my little page here, Oh man. But entertaining nonetheless. Go check out all those guys, man, from all of them, man. Go check out their channels, man. From Trenches News to C Hood to everybody. Truth Tell everybody, man. Go check them all out. But yeah, so in the meantime, between time, also I did a live earlier on the Rondo #9 appeal. If you haven't, I went in depth. Yeah, yeah. I went in depth in that. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. That's what keeps me going, man. That's what keeps me going. Yes, yes. And we're not stopping, bro. We coming with it. We're gonna just drop everything as it comes. As it comes, we're gonna drop it down, man. So yeah, without further ado, let's just take a look. Uh, I pulled up. It's the second document. I think this should be the one with the jail conversation in it. And I believe I just want to go back over that for a little minute and just outline some stuff um, for Lord Dre and 051 Melly, man. Speaking of 051 Melly, let me see. Hold on. If you look at Lord Dre's mom has spoken out about her son in comments for sure on Hookah Anonymous. She said he got the story wrong. Whoa. Yeah. See, that's what I aim to not do. That's why, this is I rather do paperwork and leave it up to the documents. Um, yeah, but family, I'm not surprised to see that. Family will reach out to people. Oh, let me put your comment back up there. It's a dope comment, man. For sure, because family will reach out to you, man. They'll reach out to you, and if they don't feel it's right, they're gonna voice their opinion on this type of content. That's why, you don't see a lot of this type of content because you can't be, it's very difficult. You don't want to pick sides. You got to stay, unbiased and stuff like that, and a little more mature. So, I guess um I can do that a little bit, man. But that's a good comment there. Yeah. See, and it's important to know these things. And if you didn't go off of it happens. It happens. It happens. It happens. Um. Anyway, yeah, man. Let's take a look at this. So yeah, we had the girl Funzy or Sierra Smothers. And you see they got 051 Melly all up in the paperwork here. And I remember reading this, I was like, man, I think I read like 5 cases with Melly's name on them. Like that dude was seriously a demon, man. Like I don't know what to say about Melly now. That's a whole nother demon. Oh, just checking these comments, right? Yeah, okay, we good, we good, we good. Yeah, so we're gonna take a look, see what y'all see real quick. Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, let's start off up here, man. We're gonna go report. Reporting detectives requested the Cook County Jail phone records for the inmate, and you know they didn't have to go do too much work, man. These are jail phone calls. We got to remember. I don't know if they thought they were in code, like talking in code enough or something like that, but man, we're gonna see. We'll see. So they have the start time and the end time, and of course they had the phone number, but that's redacted. And they list the person that they called. I mean, they pulled the cell phone tower records for all of these people, man. We're gonna zoom in here. Let's see what they had to say, and we'll read it out, man. All right. So what is 18 hours? Was that 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18? So 6:46, and they started recording her, it seems, at 7:19. Excuse me. All right. So yeah, let's see. Redacted ain't answered the phone yet, but Redacted said, he ain't gonna leave you in there. Now, she's talking to, if we don't know, we're gonna just go ahead and say it. It's Melly's brother at this point in time. Um 051 Woo, right? And there's a yeah, we're just gonna keep reading. So let's see where we at. I got into it with Yarmel because he was thinking he know what he talking about, but I ain't gonna say it on the phone, you know. So you see, they're trying to be in cahoots. All right. And then she goes on to say, he told me when I talk to you just to say something. Well, I ain't want to say it on the phone. Something somebody trusting. You should know what I'm talking about trusting him. And then he's like, he doesn't really know what she's talking about. And she says, you should know what I'm talking about. He's like, yeah. So then she's like, yeah, that's tomorrow. And he's like, tomorrow? And she's like, mm-hmm. And I just think I'm not laughing at their downfall. It's just like, man, it's all a jail phone call. He gonna go in there drunk last night talking about some haha, I ain't gotta buy your stuff for luncheon and graduation. I gotta get Woo out of jail, like bragging. And she telling him this on the jail phone. And she like, who said that? She he said, who said that? She's like, Yarmel. Then Smothers goes on to say, that's why I was trying to come up with as much money as I can so y'all Mel can have, something left over. Something left over from what? These people are still, it's an open case. And then he says, yeah. Then she says to get to get redacted stuff. To get who stuff, you know? But they're all setting up this guy, man. The guy, Lord Dre, which is a close friend of these people, man. Snaked him, just snaked him out completely. Hold on your brother out here. And now I think she actually puts Melly on the phone too. Let me see where you guys at. Hold on. Let me make sure no comments are coming down. Hey, see you guys. Yep. Share the live, y'all. Like I said, well, I didn't say, but there is if you feel free to donate, if you have anything, feel free. The Cash App is scrolling down at the bottom down there. All right, we're gonna get back into this. All right. Oh, and I appreciate everybody for joining tonight. Appreciate y'all for joining on the late night. We're gonna just do a late night little read through, and I'll pause and check out the chat, as we go along. Um, but yeah, snake them out, man. A friend, you know what I'm saying? And we'll get to all of that too, though. Well, yeah. So she puts Melly on the phone, right? And he says, "What up?" He's like, "What up, man? You you know you will be out of there later on. Well, be out later on. I'm gonna bond you out later." And he like Wu says, man, right? And then Melly says, he says, I'm finna do that. I'm finna do it at 2 o'clock even. And all this would take is for, an officer to have some type of context or something, right? And then this is all bad. And he says at 2, and then Melly says, you know what I'm talking about, which is crazy. And then Wu, his brother, says, yeah. Melly says, I'm finna do what to do, I'm finna do what to do what I'm supposed to do at 2 o'clock. Now, he's just reaffirming, and this is your brother, right? It's your own brother that you're talking to, so this isn't the only conversation that I'm sure they had, so they probably been having these conversations like, I gotta get him out. He's gotta get out. I gotta get my brother out. I gotta get my brother out, you know? And so he's telling them, like, look, man, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And then Wu says, all right. Says, all right. And Melly comes back and say, you get what I'm saying, right? And doubles down on it, which is crazy incriminating. And then Wu says, yeah. Then Melly says, I text him and everything already. He says he told me he told me to come get him at like 2. So he's talking about Lord Dre right here. He's like, man, look, he told me to come pick him up. We're gonna, push the play in motion. Then Melly says, man, it don't matter, for yeah, it don't matter. Oh, fuck that shit, right? Oh man. He said I'm gonna bond you out. Fuck that shit. He's like, I mean, that just tells to show you what type of individual you're dealing with Melly. This is on a conversation. He's never expecting to be out. This was never expected to be out. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't under the pretenses that um this would be public. And so he says, man, fuck that car. I'll buy me a little Monte Carlo or something. Fuck that car. I'll get another one. He'll get another car. So he, talking about the car, the dude, man, that he about to do the hit in. Then he says, I hear anything about somebody trying to jump on you in the bullpen. I was gonna hurt somebody's mama. So here we go. Now this is probably what fueled the whole thing, right? It fueled the whole situation with that. Like somebody's threatening his brother. He can't. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Somebody's threatening his brother, right? So he can't have that, man. Right? That's Melly. Melly's the demon, right? Melly don't take no. He's making a name for himself at this point in time. You know that hurt him. You know what I mean? And if somebody's trying to hurt his brother, he can't get to him. I mean, I'm just under the impression he willing to go all out, man. And I mean, the paperwork is the witness. So we're gonna get down into call number three. So that was the second. Let me see. Yeah, the second call. We read the first one. So now we're gonna go to the third one. Date, it's the 13th. Start time is 9. So 9 o'clock. Let's see. Person called. So now, yeah, this is Wu calling fun size again, or Funzy, on the jail call again. And she says this is when they started recording her. I wish we could get that audio, like the audio, actual audio. But yeah. So she says, no, I was talking to Yarmel, chopping them in the front and redacted. If you want to talk to them, somebody gets on the phone. They say, yo. He says, yo. They say on Stony, they told me what bond was. Redacted. Lord supposed to probably get better than that, the bond, but you know what it is. Then he said, I'm pretty sure, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like they gonna settle the business. It ain't gonna be no fluky shit. I'm not sure who. That's interesting there. Then he said they turning people around at 8. Then they can hear Melly in the background. He said it's gonna be before that. Yeah. Then he says it's gonna be before that, but they already heard him. Melly then goes to say, I'm gonna boot out at 2. They gonna come with my bread within an hour. So he already lining everything up. They gonna have the money by 3. Fonzie said. Uh, then she goes on to say again. He said he gonna have that money by 3. Then Melly in the background. They gonna bring my money straight to me. They ain't gonna something they can't tell. Have me waiting. Then I assume this is Wu. He says just better be careful. Then uh, Smothers, she says, huh? Yeah, he said, just be careful. Now, somebody listening to a jail call, like what are they gonna think when they hear this conversation here? It's crazy. Smothers in the background talking to Melly. He said, be careful, you better be careful. Then Wu says, huh? And then she says, I just told him. Then she says, talking on another phone in the background, and she drops the address. Then she says, you still high, redacted? And I guess she's saying woo. And then he said, nah, hell no, he ain't still high. Like, what kind of question is that? Let me come back and check out the chat. Yeah. Right. This whole conversation is wild. Ain't it? It's crazy, man. Yo, shout out to everybody. I'm gonna take a pause there. Shout out to everybody who's able to join tonight. Right now, we just going over Lord Dre's jail conversation, man. Just to go back over this conversation. This Man, not laugh at, but just to understand what they were possibly going through at that time. So yeah, if you coming in, hit that like button. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't. You know, I will be going live more often. You know, and we'll break down cases. We could come and talk about cases. You know, if you got requests, you can drop your request down in the chat there. I do see it. And then yeah, we can go from there. And yeah, let's see. We good, we good. Let's keep it moving. Yeah, I've heard about her, man. But it seems like, yeah, unless we still find out, you know, we still got a lot of 4 years out too. So we'll see, man. There's still a lot of cold cases out there, man. That's why, you know, it's a long journey. But all right, here we go. Let's look at call number 4. So now they're pulling up at the gas station, it seems. All right. And this is another call from Woo to Smothers. So wait, let me check these dates out, man. So he's calling her pretty like a lot of thing. I mean, I know this is his girl at the time. This is his girl, call number 2. This is all in the same day. Let me look at the dates. Oh, this is one. So on the 12th is when call 1 happened, and the 13th, and then the 13th again. So he called back to back, and then another another day. All right. Wu asks her, "Where you at?" She says, "At the gas station." He says, "Huh?" Then she says, "In the gas station." And then he's like, "What gas station you at? By the crib?" She like, "Huh?" So now it seems like she's being, you know, evasive. And Wu says, "You by the crib?" And Smothers says, "What's this? 70 something? 70 something?" Then she says again, "Your brother picking him up right now." Then Wu say, you with him?" Like he can't even believe that he's there right now. And she like, "Yeah, he's right here." Wow, man. These are friends, like I said. They were smoking together before this. Like, you imagine? You know, and if you Dre, I bet he felt something in the air, man. I don't know. You know, rest in peace to him. Smother say, "Why you quiet?" Wu say, "Huh?" Then she say, "Why you quiet?" And he say, "Nothing." Then she gonna say, "Be out before 8." Like that's oh man. And he said, "Say what?" Let me scroll over here. And she says, "I say you gonna be out before that 8 o'clock stuff, before that 8 o'clock stuff." He can't hear. I ain't hear you. Then she say, "I say you gonna be out before that 8 stuff. You know how it stopped. You say they stopped letting people in at 8." Then he say, "I'm gonna be off." He said, "I'm gonna be off fucking night." Well, you locked up, bro. It is jail, man. You know, he's trying to get up out of there though. He's definitely trying to get up out of there. She said, "Hell no, I'm gonna be out late as hell, man." Or he says, "I'm sorry." And she say, "Why you say that?" He say, "That shit take all day." And Melly said, "What take all day?" So she must have had him in the speakerphone. And this is her talking to Melly when I go there to get him the money. Then he say in the background, "No, it don't." Right? And he talking about when to bond him out. And then some others say, when I just bond him and redacted out, it took like 2 to 3 hours. Then Melly in the background, nigga, I had to wait till I could go outside. Nigga, I would have been did it. Yeah, I got a lot. He said I had to wait till I could go outside. I would have been did it, you know? And yeah, so then Smother says, "Woo." He like Woo like, yeah. Cause he heard Melly in the background. He probably like, oh. He said he had to wait till he could go outside. He would have been did it. Then he say, "Nah, I ain't tripping on that." Like I said, he probably heard Melly in the background. Then Melly said, "They gonna have to drop me off. You know, I can't go by the county. They know when I'm at the county, my band gonna link. So this, mind you, he's on house arrest at this time that he is gonna commit this murder. I mean, They know when I'm at the county, he said. And if you go back and look at the video with the paperwork, the band that he had was not a GPS band in the sense of like today's GPS, it tracks you everywhere. This one only notified you when you had to be in the house or like when you're like he's saying here, I guess by the county or something, by the jail. It was a crazy breakdown on that band. So anyway, let's keep going, man. Then she says, "Why you so quiet? You irritated?" And he said, "Yeah." Then she says, "What you think about?" He's like, "Nothing." Well, shit. Williams answers the phone in the background. What time is it? Like 3 or 4? She say, "Huh? What time's like 3 or 4?" It's like 3:49. I mean, they dropping time frames all on this jail phone. We always gotta remember and remind ourselves this is on a jail reported phone call. Like when you pick it up, it tells you this phone is being recorded. All right. And Wu says, "Yeah, so what happened if y'all didn't do that today?" She says, they in the car, right? He finna get in the car right now." And then Wu's like, "All right," then they can't make it out. Then she says her stomach hurt. And he reiterates that. She says, mm-hmm. Then he just like, yeah. Well, Smothers relates that police are around and that she is putting the phone on speakerphone. So I guess she wasn't on speakerphone prior to that. Maybe. Melly in the background on speakerphone is right there in the glove, Lord. So Lord Dre is in the car right now. And Melly says, "Yo, I'm on 55th with folks now. What you on?" And Smothers passes the phone to various people for Redacted to speak to. Then Wu says, "Why y'all ain't just And Smothers says, "Making him, comfortable." Whoa. Like this is that statement there alone is crazy. Huh? Nah, I ain't talking about that. Making sure he comfortable. Then he say, "I ain't talking about that." Then she says, "What?" She said, "Why y'all ain't?" He said, Wu says, "Why y'all ain't just let Redacted do what he did? Do it like that, man." Like his own brother knows this dude's like a murderer, man. It's out of control, bro. I'm taking a pause to take a look at these comments, man. Oh, dude, yeah, yeah, yeah. We gonna do hers too, man. We could do hers for sure, man. We'll pull that up. Yep, yep, yep. We got that. We got that. Yeah, for those who are just joining, we just having a late night little case read. We're gonna breeze over some of this. Lord Dre 051 Melly case. And yeah, this is just specifically the jail call. I do the whole paperwork. It's one of the first paperwork videos I did for my channel. So you definitely want to go and check that out if you have not. This is more of just a condensed version for the live to just keep the conversation going and keep you guys up to date, with some content and some paperwork. Yeah. So I appreciate all of y'all for joining, man. I appreciate it. We're gonna jump right back into this and shout out NC, of course. All right. So we back to the craziness that is this conversation. All right. So yeah, now they trying to make sure he comfortable. So I imagine this is when they were smoking probably. As in the paperwork it says they were smoking together prior to what happens to him. So why y'all ain't just let him do it? Right, right. Uh Woo, grab another phone real fast for me, hurry up. Smothers on another phone. She says, Smothers screaming in the background, y'all Mel, let me see your phone. Redacted want me to call somebody. Redacted daughter, Smother says, redacted daughter outside, both of his daughters. Wu says, who? She says, redacted want to talk to them. And then he says, hello. And then I don't know if this is Dre. What's up, boy? Then redacted. Bro, I swear to God, I was just telling Melly, okay, so this, I'm not sure. Maybe this is Wu still? Not sure. I was just telling Melly, we got to get you up out of that motherfucker, boy. Yeah. Then she says, Melly said 20, 30 minutes, he finna do it. Then he says, well, it's cool, whatever. Then she says, oh, he said redacted. That's why not to met. Not sure what that is. And then Wu say, huh? And then she says, redacted. That's why not to met. I'm not sure what they mean by that. And then she said, I believe this is Wu says, I said, what if that don't go through today? That's what I'm saying. And she said, you said what? What if that don't go through today? Is what he said. Wu. And she says this, and he says, yeah. And she says, I think Redacted said he was gonna let him loan it. I ain't even pick up the money from Redacted them yet. We finna roll up. All right, call me back. And Wu says, all right. So yeah, and then they commence to smoking, and he calls back. This is still the 13th. All right. And we pick up here at Melly, driving around. I thought you meant Redacted. Um, okay, Wu says they ass out there. Smother said what? Redacted said in the hood. And Smother says, uh-huh. Wu says, oh, it's just them. Smother says, the light skinned dude look familiar, but I don't know who the fuck he is. Then she goes on to say, nah, I was talking to your brother. Then she says, boy, when she got to saying all the shit you did, I said, what did I get involved with? Wu said, you a goofy. And then we got Melly speaking in the background. All right. And she says, whoever redacted is, his mama must have just came out. Melly giving them a hug, giving her a hug. Wow. Then she says, it might be an alert on my name. I done cracked so many cars in my name. Oh, man. And she's talking about other crimes. And they say, what time is it? Is it 5 yet? Smother says, huh? He asked, is it 5 yet? I said, is it 5 o'clock? And she's like, huh? And he asked again, well, what time is it? She says 4:40. They out. He says, who? She's like, you heard me? He said, huh? She says, I said they out. Oh well, what you want me to do is what Wu said. You can call me back in a few. And then Wu says, call back a little later. Then she says, "Oh, give me like an hour." And he says, "Okay, okay, okay, man." And then he tells her he loves her, and she says she loves him too. This is crazy. Wow. All right. Then he says, "Don't forget what I said. If that don't, just try to get redacted to do it real fast, man. I just need to get out of here before 8 o'clock, really right now." And then he laughs. I wonder why he felt the need he had to leave so bad. You know what I mean? It sounds like he had to get up out of there. I don't know if he was worried about, you know, other charges being brought up or something, but it's like, usually these dudes ain't that pressed. Like, I gotta go, you know? Anyway, you heard me. Smother says, huh? He said, don't forget to do what I told you to do. If that don't go through, ask redacted. And he's like, hello, they can't hear each other. This is a mess. The jail phone's probably bad. She said, you said don't forget to call redacted, right? And then they say, yeah. And then they cut that short. All right. And this is call number 6, all on the same day, probably the same phone. All of it. Redacted, what you doing? This is Wu. And she says, waiting. And he says, oh shit, I thought I gave you enough time. So I don't know how, I guess this is noon? I'm not sure. It's time. I ain't hear you. You called indiscernible. It's time. Like you need to call me. You need me to call you back? That's what Wu asks her. She says, huh? Wu says, call you back. She says, you gonna call me back? If that's what you want me to do. You say you or she said, you say you is or you ain't. I said, if that's what you want me to do. And then they say, all right, I'll call you back. Man, I don't know why they put that in the paperwork. That was crazy. Um, all right, so it's the same day, call number 7. All right, let's get down. They can't hear each other. We see that. All right, so she asks Wu if he want to talk to Melly at this point, and Melly gets on the phone. He says hello. Wu's like yo, and Melly says yo, what's up, shorty? Wu says shit, man. Melly says yo, man. He said, yo, man, shut your ass up. You finna get bonded out right now, man. Just chill. And this is what I was getting at. Like, why is he tripping so hard? You already told your brother already reassured you that this is going down, but you just pressed. He can't be in jail. You know what I mean? These dudes out here doing all kind of crime. It gets tricky. Anyway, so he said, "What you just say?" And Melly said, I said, chill. I said, you finna get bonded out right now. I'm gonna pick up this little money up right quick. And she coming on her way to come get you. Now that's a quick way to sum up. You about to knock somebody out. Man, I'm sorry, bro. I'm coming to the chat. Man. It's get crazy. Yes, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. All that on the recorded line. All that on the recorded line. She could have caught a charge for that for sure, man. We gonna get through this really quick. Yep. And then they say, "Where is you at?" Wait. He can't take being in there, man. And that's kind of interesting to me. All right. And he says, "All right, love you." All right. Now Williams giving Smothers driving directions in the background. He tells her, "Go down that way, 4-6 down Calumet." So now he's telling her where to go. Put something on the phone again, or she driving. Smothers, your dumbass brother turned the volume down. I can hear you now. Wu says, where the fuck y'all at right now? Then Smothers says, what you say? She can't ever hear. And he asks her where they at. He say, you by yourself? And then he hears Melly speaking in the background saying, hey, what I'm saying, we coming off 50th and King Drive right now. Through through off King Drive right now. All right. So he's telling I assume Lord Dre where he is now. Gotta be talking to him on the phone. Right. And seems like they giving directions. Smothers talking to Williams in the background. Where I'm finna turn, where I'm finna turn left. Then she says, Melly tells her, I promise you, I ain't forget about you talking to a female. So he's talking to a female. Smothers talking to Williams in the background, left or right. Wu said, I gotta pay my nigga back. He's talking about his brother. She says, yeah, I still ain't pick up that money from Redacted yet. So it's somebody else's money and Nut. So somebody named Nut. I don't know who Nut is. And we got Wu, damn, especially my brother. Which one? Y'all Mel? Yeah, I know he has something to do. All you gotta do is just bust. Come out with us on the phone moves. So that's what they was doing. I said, my brother, really? You on speaker? Melly said, what you say? Wu said, I was talking about you really because I know you had something to do. Melly said, man, listen, I don't give a fuck. Y'all just come up with $2,500, 2,500 of my dollars, bro. I don't give a fuck about that other 5,000, bro. I don't give a damn about that, bro. And Wu says, man, I already know. I know you don't. Then Melly say in the background, that truck come past. No, I see you turn that. He's telling her how she drive, saying, I see you turning that thing. The gray car. I'm in the gray car, the Grand Prix right there. So now I guess they getting closer to the scene, getting closer to the scene. They about to do their thing. I guess let me check out these comments. I guess like what Melly said in the beginning. Right. I probably heard, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking the exact same thing, man. Like, I guess he was getting pressed, maybe. Some water. I guess he was getting pressed, maybe. You know, anything could have been happening, but to me, man, I don't know. You're doing a lot of dirt in these streets. Jail comes with some of this stuff. It's kind of crazy too. You can't stay in there. I mean, this is the day he was speaking to her, then the day after. So this is not even that long. Not saying anybody should be in jail. I ain't saying that either. So let's jump back into this. All right. And then let me do see. All right, cool. Get this down. All right. And we'll slide down a bit. Let's see. I want to get down to the part where he starts meeting up with Dre. All right. Do. I ain't trying to get out of the car. Oh, okay, so yeah, here we go. He said, "Do me a favor, call redacted right quick." And then Melly in the background says, "Lord, he talking. He talking about give him an hour. We shouldn't have waited. He finna go to the crib because they finna go get the money from redacted, indiscernible. They finna go get the money. They finna go get it, but he talking about give him an hour." So this is when they coming up. He's actually talking about the money for the back door that he's about to get paid for killing Lord Dre, man. For killing Lord Dre, man. It gets crazy. This thing gets crazy, man. They didn't even need it. That's the point, man. That's the whole point, bro. And that's why I say what I say, man. I put out this paperwork just for that, so we could see, how crazy these people, these crimes that they commit. Sometimes they tell on themselves, and a lot of times they're just young. You know what I mean? And like this 051 Woo dude here, man. He don't want to be in jail, so of course his brother feels obligated, right? His brother feels obligated to get him out, and it just so happens that his brother is willing to kill, man. He's willing to backdoor his own, you know, associate, friend, But if you go through the case file, because this gets kind of long, and we'll be reading. If you go through it, man, this is an interesting one to check out. Like I said, I do have the whole conversation up on my channel, so definitely go check it out, man. But I just wanted to read a little bit of that to not bore everybody with that. Let me go back to the chat for a second and see what's going on. All right, all right, all right. I'll pull up some more stuff in a second. Let me switch documents. We could see some of the photos that they had attached to this case too, and we can take a look at that. All right. I know I went live a little bit earlier too. So also, yeah, if y'all have not already, definitely go and to my channel and check out the live section. Some Rondo appeal paperwork dropped earlier today. There's a concise version where I go over that, the specific parts where it outlines some new information. So definitely go and check that out if you have not. It is some good content for you there. And also, if you feel free and you feel like you can, definitely donate to the channel via the Cash App down there. And happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers who are on the channel and who may be watching right now. All right, so in the meantime, in between time, I'll just pull up another little document here. Not a little document, but a follow-up document to that one to see some of the crime scene photos. I got to go through my hard drive here. And I have so many these files, but I am looking at the chat. So if you guys, want to drop any comments or cases, you can feel free while I'm scrolling through looking for this file. Do. Yep. Got it. I see it here. Open this up. Share screen. What's this one? Cool. All right, this should be the third page of the report. Let me make sure. Yep, report three. Okay. All right. We'll scroll through this a bit because they did get a lot of evidence, man. Because as you said that, um, yeah, this comment here is a really good comment, man. They did get a lot of evidence too, though. Let's see. I want to read the end again where Smother snitch. Why isn't Wu conspiracy? Yeah, yeah. Um, why isn't Wu charged with conspiracy? Um, I believe a lot of the case that they had or they were trying to build was aligned with arresting Melly. And they were just getting around to solving this case, man. Like recent, like CPD relies heavily on from my experience reading these cases, like witness, like pointing people out, photo arrays, or just flat out confessions. You know, a lot of the detective work doesn't really happen. I'll say that. So a lot of the times, man, people will slip through these cracks, it seems seemingly until they wind up in another case that they get tied up in, which you'll see, if you follow my channel, and watch all the cases, you'll start to notice that, and I'm not blaming CPD, they had to deal with so many homicides, for these kids, man. They probably overwhelmed in some extent. Not making any excuses, but to some extent, I imagine they were. All right, but yeah, we can go back and take a look at that also if we have time. For sure, for sure, for sure. All right, I just wanted to take a look at some of the evidence they had in addition to that jail phone call. I mean, that it was just pure, like you said, they didn't need a case. They just listened to that and play that recording to a jury. I mean, Melly would have definitely been charged with this. You know what I'm saying? So, and that leads to a lot of other homicides not happening too, right? If we think about it that way, got a lot of redactions here. But yeah, man, no, I agree with you, man. That's a conspiracy all day. I think in any other court system, he would be charged with something else. She got hit too. Funzy, man, like they were playing, like, but the whole time you're taking someone's life. Let me scroll past all these redactions. Get to something of substance here. This is the whole document. Might be the next one now. So I just be like search warrants and stuff here. Seems so. Scroll kind of fast. Just to get down to the end. Yeah, I think it's the fourth document. Yeah, let me get to the other one. I'm gonna open the other one up. Hold on, let's see. Stop screen share. Yo, 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 yo. The guy, the guy, the guy. Yeah, man. We ain't doing too much, man. We going over the Lord Dre stuff. B Woo has some great questions. He's been passing off. We've been chatting back and forth. This was a good one. Yep. I think you hit it on the head, B Wo, man. I think you hit it on the head, man. Melly felt obligated to get him up out of that jam, man. But man, I think Wu knew he was willing to go to any extent to get him out of that jam too, man. Even taking Dre's life, man. Even though they do say Dre had some money on his head. Let me pull this other doc up since I'm running my mouth also. Yo, yes, and I appreciate everybody. Let me just do that disclaimer real quick. Appreciate everybody. who is able to join, share. Appreciate all of you who has been able to join, man. You know, plan on doing this more often where we just go over stuff, man, and you guys can pick my brain, I pick you guys' brain, and we kind of, have a place to come, kind of purge from everything else, pull up some cases. Yes, 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 man. I appreciate everybody supporting the channel, man. I appreciate all the donations. I appreciate all the likes and the comments. All right. At that time, I'm not 100% sure what he was being charged with at that time, or what he was in for. That is a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. But yeah, no, he was definitely in there, and I don't know if it was for the cracking card stuff, but it seemed to me like they were trying to get out of there as quick as possible. Only time, most times that happens is, you're not trying to have them run your name, or if they run your name long, you're trying to get up out of there. It's similar instances like that. But he's definitely, locked, but not for a long time at all, man. Like they was in and out. Thanks to his brother, nonetheless. Here we just got a criminal report for Lord Dre here. I'm gonna just try to get to some of the evidence they had. Uh, what's this here? And this is, of course, Melly here. He don't look happy there at all. All right, let me scroll down some more. And that's Fun Size Smothers Funzy. Another incident for her. This is when she got charged with the murder. Yeah, they bagged her up, man. Like she kind of bagged herself up with that. Like you running with these dudes, man. These dudes are killers, man. Melly is oh man, I don't know what this dude, his brother is about. You know, the dude Wu or whatever, but Melly is documented, man. And see here, yeah, this is where they were trying to track him down, man. They were tracing him based on like cell phone pings, man. So like their movements were even being tracked. Drexel 5034 State Street at that gas station. 5034 six calls. These are the jail calls. Like they was wrapped. It was no way. It was like no way out of this because for one, it would take an expensive lawyer. Look, they put his name down here. There's no way Melly gets out of this. I don't think. I think he definitely gets booked for this. Definitely gets booked for this, man. This is some substantial evidence. All these calls. Let's see. Let's go down some more. I mean, they're just mapping them to the locations before and after the murder, and it goes on and on and on. Document after document, and then it gets interesting. At the bottom, they start pulling like some car information. Even man, they got they got they went all out. Vehicle spotted. You can even see they got the license plate number, but of course it's redacted. But this is the Grand Prix right here. Yeah. They got it moving in traffic. Bad quality, but they still got it in motion at nighttime. And these would all be after the homicide. And then this one's always got me here. Oh man. Now I don't know if that's not enough for you. I mean, hey, it could be anybody though, right? Uh, yeah, it's a good question, bro. Good question still, man. Yo, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all, everybody who's here. I appreciate all of y'all for joining, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, let's get back over here. Just wanted to check the chat real quick. And I don't know who's that behind him, man. All right, and they got it here again. So I mean, on top of that jail phone record that they also had all of this evidence as well, man. And I believe they did give us an autopsy report. I would have to go through that file to see that. I mean, but they were tracing this car down for a long time, you know, even back to the 8th of that month to where it was parked at. It's probably how they tied Melly to it. You know, if they were he was using this as his main car. And they have the location tying them. They have the Google map, Calumet. So it seems to be the same place. And these would be individuals, two individuals walking. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's all that evidence there. Let me see if they, yeah. So like I said, man, I think they would have bagged up him, Melly man, and discovered. Yeah, yeah, man. Hey, listen. Oh, yeah, yeah, my bad. Yep. Then, yeah, it's 4-1, man. I also have I have this case where I go through it line by line on my channel. It's one of the first videos that I did on my channel. You can definitely find that if you just go back, do my channel in the history. It's one of the first ones. You'll see it pop right up. Um, but yeah, as you can see, he was charged, man, and arrested, but let go, right? But he would have been, I could say, definitely charged for that. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, no, thank you for joining. I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. And for all those who just joining, man, just a late night live. We were just going over cases. This is one of the first cases that I did on my channel. So I just wanted to go back over it. We went over the jail phone call prior to this. So if you have not checked that part out, I also have a video of that only, the whole conversation only on my channel as well. You can go back and check that out. Also, and yeah, yeah, feel free also, yep, if you feel free to donate to the channel. You could do super chat however you want to do it. The cash app goes directly to me and mine, which is at Miss Honey Kush on Cash App. Yes, yes. And definitely NC is still in the building. So definitely smash that thumbs up button and share the live. I appreciate everybody for joining, man. Um, yeah, thank you guys for that, for joining too, man. Everybody. But yes, definitely thumb up the live and go follow NC too on her channel, man. She got original content. Now that's hard to find in this day and age. And so you want to go follow her, man. Are these people from gangs or city crime? Yeah, man. If you're new to it, these are people from the inner city of Chicago, man. The inner city of Chicago, man. The south side of Chicago to be specific, and they are, man, they're gang members, uh, alleged gang members. Some are admitted gang members, even when we read the paperwork. But yes, these are guys from gangs who are into it with each other, and they are more times than not under 18, some instances, mostly under 25. But I document the whole spectrum of the drill scene paperwork. so I don't discriminate on any. And I am unbiased. I do not have a dog in the fight, man. My goal is just to put out information via the Freedom of Information Act to you guys, which are my subscribers, to give you guys some of the facts. But yes, these are people from gangs, LA Blue, man. And I appreciate you, man. If you have not done so, definitely hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that subscribe button and thumb up the video. Yep. Yep. All right. And I think we can almost wrap up this one. Let's go through and see real quick. I believe I already went through this one. Yep. And I believe we might be at that mark too. Yeah, that's a little Dre. Go back to the third. All right. Yeah. No, I think we'll cut it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it there, man. I appreciate everybody. It's been an hour. I don't want to bore everybody. I will pop back on. Not tonight, but we'll pick back up tomorrow, man. If you guys definitely are liking these lives, I have endless cases, as you see. I can bring some to the table every night, definitely join membership, join, donate, man, donate, join, do all of that good stuff. Like I said, it all helps. It all helps, man. Um, Definitely helps me. So I appreciate all of you. And at the bare minimum, definitely just thumbing up the video is enough, and subscribing is enough. Definitely, like NC said, join the membership, turn on your notification for new content. As I drop, man, I drop frequently, daily, and a lot of it is exclusive content, and some of it will be super exclusive as they come in from the Freedom of Information Act requests. So yeah, man, thanks everybody for joining tonight. I appreciate it, everyone. I hope y'all have a blessed night, great night, man, and go just check out all that content, man. Peace. Thank you. And shout out NC too. Go follow her channel also for original content. Thank you guys. Peace.